Hi, I'm Weston. I love talking about baseball, and I am here to talk about the quarterfinal round of the World Baseball Classic. United States versus Venezuela, where the U.S. wins 9-7 over Venezuela in a game that took like 5 years off my life. I did not know that meaningless baseball could be that much fun. Holy crap. I'm going to briefly touch on the bad thing now and then get into the actual game, which is Jose Altuve leaving the game injured is awful, and I am very, very not happy about that. Hopefully it is not a broken thumb, which is what the initial concern is. Hopefully it is not that. Prayers for a speedy recovery for Jose Altuve, obviously, because that would be a hit to the Astros season if it is that. Hopefully it isn't. Time will tell. If there's anything major tomorrow, I will make a video on it for the Astro side of it. If there isn't, I might just kind of let it ride, but that's to be determined. We'll figure that out tomorrow when the Astros themselves come out with the announcement. But now on to the game, and holy crap, that thing was a powder keg from the moment it started. Mookie Betts leads off with a single. Mike Trout singles to center field. Ronald Acuna sails the throw to the third baseman. It goes into the dugout. It is a run for the United States. It's 1-0. Paul Goldschmidt then singles. It's 2-0 U.S. Nolan Arenado would single. Then Kyle Tucker would single. Try to stretch it to a double. Couldn't quite do it. He's ruled out. Altuve tagged him out. That's kind of funny to see Altuve tagging out Kyle Tucker. But even with him being out, it is 3-0 United States in the first inning. And you feel great if you're the United States, thinking, all right. The lineup, you can tell that the dugout, all the players, they're finally emotionally invested. They're into it. It's already 3-0. Oh my god. Altuve leads off with a single because of course he does. That's the first time I've said that in a negative connotation. Don't like that at all. Then two batters later, Luis Reyes homers. And now the 3-0 United States lead, and what started out as just a dominant start to the game has already diminished to a tight one-run lead after three Venezuelan batters. But it's looking up for the U.S. In the fourth inning, Mookie Betts hits a sac fly. Kyle Schwarber comes home to score. It's 4-2 U.S. And then Kyle Tucker, if no one else got me, Kyle Tucker has got me, homers in the fifth to make it a 5-2 United States lead. And you can kind of take a breath. You start to feel a little bit better about it because, all right, 5-2, you got the 3-run lead back, you're feeling safe, and oh dear God. It's going to get lost in the sands of time, and a few weeks from now, we're not even going to remember that it occurred, but holy God, that fifth inning by Daniel Bard was just absolutely a dumpster fire. Bard's night went as follows. Gleyber Torres draws a walk. Then Andres Gimenez singles. Wild pitch, Altuve gets hit with the pitch. Another wild pitch to now make it 5-3 United States. Santander walks, and then, mercifully, he gets pulled. But, holy God, it did not take him long to do a lot of damage. Reyes grounds out, but it's productive to make it a 5-4 lead for the United States. Salvador Perez would then double to tie the game, and then Acuna on a sac fly to make it 6-5 Venezuela. All of the runs would be put on Bard. Oh, man, it was bad. And then in the seventh inning, what we thought was a dagger in the heart of the Americans, Luis Reyes homers again, his second of the night, and the United States dugout just looks gutted. And I gotta be honest, when he homered, when it made it 7-5, I thought, it's done. I mentally threw in the towel on the United States. I thought there's no shot. After the second game they played, I said Venezuela was the biggest threat outside of Japan to the United States, but I still leaned a little bit more towards Venezuela because they just seemed like they had the thing that I love to talk about when I talk about the Astros, which is the power of friendship, and it was cooked. It was 7-5. I thought that the states were just cooked and it was done. They were buried in the ground. How stupid I was. Eighth inning, Tim Anderson draws a leadoff walk. That's a positive. You get a leadoff base runner. That's good. Pete Alonso gets pinched hit, which was a little bit strange because Pete Alonso has not performed well so far in the World Baseball Classic, but he singles, just a little bloop shot. But hey, second base runner, you got 2 on, no out. That's a positive. JT Realmuto takes one kind of in the ribs, maybe the back, not a wonderful spot, but I mean, a base runner is a base runner. Venezuela has decided they've seen enough, pitching change, and they let Trey Turner just sit there and stew and marinate on the opportunity that he has been given. And gets to the plate, goes down 0-2, but America's shortstop is not easily frightened, unloads one in an 0-2 count, and he swung like that, mind you, and just absolutely demolishes it. Grand slam for the U.S. I have complained my fair bit talking about the United States not looking engaged through the tournament, especially through group play, especially the first two games. I'm not going to say it anymore because you watch how they reacted to Trey Turner hitting that grand slam. That woke up every single player. The entire dugout went out to home plate to greet him. A hero's welcome, and it is 9-7 United States. Devin Williams would come in for the 8th inning for the United States, and he would give up a leadoff double to Acuna, but doesn't panic, picks up a pair of strikeouts, and then gets a final line out to Mookie Betts. And in the 9th, America's closer, Ryan Presley, comes in, and just like he is so wont to do, gets out of it no problem, and the United States moves on, somewhat improbably, to play tomorrow to face Cuba. It's funny because high offense games usually means that both teams are not pitching well, but those are oftentimes the most fun games to watch. This game was a beautiful, beautiful train wreck, and I wouldn't have had it any other way. It can easily stand up there alongside Game 5 of 2017 in the World Series and Game 7 of 2016 as one of the best games that I have ever witnessed with my own two eyes. Just what an exciting edge-of-your-seat night. To start with the pitching for the United States, Lance Lynn was fine. He had a bad first inning, but that's really been a theme of United States starters, to just completely wet the bed in the first inning and then, kind of straighten it out after that. And he did. Daniel Bard was a complete and utter disaster. That was one of the worst pitching performances I've seen in recent memory. 4 earned runs without collecting a singular out in relief was a sight to behold. Adam Ottavino looked great. Jason Adam, tried to wipe up Bard's mess. I think he might get a little bit of criticism for it, but come on, give the guy a break. Devin Williams looked good. Ryan Presley looked good. This story is not the pitching staff. The story is through and through the hitters for the United States. The talk of the tournament has been the United States. They have built the debatably greatest lineup the world has ever seen top to bottom. Tonight, they showed that they might have, in fact, built the best lineup ever. The go-ahead Grand Slam started with the bottom part of your lineup. Your 9th hitter hit the Grand Slam. Are you joking? The heart of the order tonight earned its title. Paul Goldschmidt had a pair of hits. Nolan Arenado had a pair of hits. Kyle Tucker had 3 of them, including a home run. He had a pair of RBIs himself. But the story of the night, and rightfully so, is Trey Turner with an all-time American sports moment. Not baseball, all of American sports. What a moment for Trey Turner. And so tomorrow night, the United States will send Adam Wainwright to the mound, the veteran of their staff, looking to get his 2nd win of the tournament against Cuba at 7 o'clock tomorrow and make it back to the championship game. I will be here afterwards to talk about it, but as for right now, that is all I have. If you enjoyed the video, please consider to like and subscribe. Thank you all so very much for watching. I hope you all have an absolutely fantastic day, and as always, go States.